Hi everyone. If you are using any Adobe application like Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere Pro, InDesign, or Illustrator, you probably know how boring it is to do like some task over and over. So it just wastes a lot of time. So this is why I built like an automation application that help you automate all your this annoying parts of your workflow. This cool thing is called Automaland. You don't need even to be a coder. You just tell the AI shots how to write the code, what you want to automate, and it should write the code for you. It took me hours for already for my work. So after you log in or you create like a new account, you get this UI. This is the UI for the application. Here I will explain each part of the application. There is the shot on the library, the shot for the AI parts, the library for the list of the flows, and this is the three panels. This is the like a user interface for the flow. If you go to dashboard, you see here, like for example, there is like a multiple flows. Let's see for the public. You can go here and see the user interface for each flow. This one has a different user interface. You can control this from this button here, create like add new components or remove others. And this is the code, how what will be run. You can use AI to write all the user interface and also the codes. You don't need like to modify anything here. You just ask the AI and the AI will create like the flow for you. And here the application, here you choose for what application you want to run the flow. For example, I create this flow here. We create like a new document using the name, the width and the height. After you choose, for example, Photoshop, you click run. As you can see, it's create like the document. You see here the name is not correct, so you need to modify the name. Sometimes by default it doesn't adopt the name, so just change it. This is the name. So as you can see, the name is correct. Also the width and the height, you can change to any number. As you can see, the width 10 pixels. Make sure if you search something, make sure to remove it before you switch between to search for any flow. For example, for Illustrator, I will do another test. This is will create like a QR code. This will contact this API and generate like a QR code for Illustrator and place it inside the Illustrator. So for Illustrator, make sure to choose Illustrator here and create like a new document and click run. So this is an issue. Make sure to choose folder. Here you need where to place the QR code. Yeah, I did create like a QR code here. You can change it anything you want. So and you get the like a statue. You can change, for example, anything you want here. You can just ask AI to update the QR code on the flow to fit your requirements. So let's start a new flow from scratch. So let's suppose we want to change like our text. You can just ask AI to change the text. For example, I will ask AI to change the text in Illustrator to provider. Input field. Make sure to be specific. For the AI, make sure to for the AI inside the system preference, there is like AI provider. Make sure to choose to provide the API key on the model that you want to use. Here there is like different options. I usually choose like a 3 flash preview. There is like a 3 pro preview. This is a good tool. But for most cases, this is the most used one. There is like other options. I will explain them later. But make sure to change the API key first. So it finishes the changes. It creates like a new flow. This is the text, and this is the code for changing the text. Let's change it to 2 times. Okay, one. And yeah, make sure if there is like any code or anything, you can just ask AI to debug the issue and add like a console. Just make sure to include the flow or look context. So this is an example. You can add manually, for example, like a folder, the file. This will allow you to select like a folder files on the folder, and you can use this UI as your scripts or your extension user interface. And the code will be run inside the extension and inside the Illustrator or Indesign. I have here the different options like Indesign, Illustrator, Encoder, After Effects, Premiere Pro. It depends on your the application that installed in your device. So it will give you the options here. And you can ask AI for help if you have any question. Here for the watcher is like a automated. Let's suppose you want, for example, every time you drag a file to a folder, you want to trigger like a flow. So, for example, I want to change the text every time I drop a new folder to this folder here, for example. I will change the folder. I will make sure to change the path to. So if there is like some issue or anything, you can just debug the issue. Also, you can remove the flow, the watcher, and add it again. So for adding a watcher, make sure to change the path, and also make sure to choose the flow, target flow, and click active. And this should trigger the process. Let's save the. Okay, restart the server and let's do another step. One impact provider. This is because the trigger doesn't have any text, so what we can do is like console we can save the new flow and add like a console to see what's the information the API provide. Okay, we need first we add it before the return here. Yeah, let's as you can see, this is the events. This every time for a file is added, it will trigger this event. So you can get this information. For example, I want the detail. I will use this as the new text. I will save it, and now if because the new text is const, let's change the variable. You can just ask AI if you are not familiar with coding, but it's important to have like a basic understanding of the code. So as you can see, it will use the name. It's take the file path and use it on the use as the contents of the documents. We can change, for example, to anything we want. Only the name. Let's first replace the backslash with forward slash. Yeah, this will give me the full parts. Then inside the transcripts, I will add like a new line to give me the exact name of the file prop. This will apply for any kind of file you change. You can even get the contents of the file, for example, contents of the frame or a spreadsheet or anything. So this is just an example of the flow. Please publish this flow. If you want to make your flow visible for everyone, you can share it here. And this will be public. So here, if you go to public and you edit the list, you see here the flow is public now. If there is like an issue or anything, you can restart the server or close and open the application, even sometimes closing the targets out help. Also, if there is like any other error, you can check it from here. This is the log error for server and for the application. And if there is like anything, you can contact me in my and if there is like any issue or anything, you can contact me here in the Tomorrowland Discord. I will leave the link below. You can ask questions, and if you want help or reports or error or anything, request a new feature, you can just contact me us here.